Hello, SpeedGaming fans, and welcome to today's match-up between C2 and zenarcane. I'm the Titan 84, and I'm joined here by Arior. How are you doing?
Oh, doing great. Last second join, but looking forward to a sweet race. Looks like it's MC Boss Shuffle, which can lead to some pretty wacky scenarios. So I'm looking forward to what these two great racers have to show for us.
Yeah, MC Bot Shuffle, yeah. Bosses are all shuffled, maps and compasses are all shuffled, but keys remain in the dungeons. zenarcane is one up in this best of 3, so if he wins, he moves on. And our runners are gonna start any second now.
Yeah. All right. Some early safety from tstew. That's definitely very nice because yeah, depending on some early bosses, like if you have an early Helmasaur or something in Eastern, can be pretty rough.
Oh, you know, Ice Armors.
Oh yeah.
Even red armor doesn't help you very much.
So some divergence right from the start. A standard Uncle check from tstew and Lost Woods from zenarcane. Gonna see if the early Uncle does help tstew with something like being able to be more efficient with Kakariko or not.
Also, maps and compasses are very useful in this type of mode because the compasses will let us see the bosses as on our maps.
Yeah, definitely. Just any amount of information is so great just to know whether or not you have to commit to checking out the boss or whether you can just do a quick map check.
I mean, in some dungeons like Thieves Town, you're gonna go for oh, that's another male already.
All right, we're just gonna be very safe. That's nice.
So, like in Thieves Town, you're gonna rush the boss anyway. You really not gonna check it. But in things like Pod or Mire, you really don't want to walk for a minute and a half and then, oh, look, a boss I can't kill.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, both the runners starting a little bit different here. zenarcane is going to farm some bombs, which makes sense. You want to save that money this early.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that tstew didn't grab the big 20 that was on the mushroom spot. Especially early on, just being able to get to 100 rupees for Kakariko is super worthwhile.
He's saving it. Okay, so he's gonna do the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, tstew. Oh look, Moonfall. tstew did everything he could to find some bombs before going to Kak, and unfortunately, he did not find any until he does these checks here.
Yeah. Okay, he's gonna commit to Kakariko with 2. So he might decide to try and do like the rat hut that's on the bottom left of Kakariko just for some extra bombs, because he's gonna have to commit to grabbing Moonbrawl here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave that one behind.
No, it's not like it's a map or a compass, because even in this mode you can probably skip those, but no, you actually need that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna be coming back to the library at least.
Yeah, I think that was arrows. So yeah, let's see where the seed wants us to go with the items we find here in Kak. Money.
Yeah, Kakariko is always just a nice place to see what kind of where the seed leads you in a way.
Yeah, and tstew is lacking money to buy bombs.
Yeah, that's why kind of expect him to just like farm bombs here in Kakariko. It's just gonna be a little bit of a time investment, but you will save 50 rupees. Or he might actually just decide to buy a bomb.
With that big Tony, he might buy. No, he's just gonna move on.
He might just want to use this bomb and then buy them. That's somewhat reasonable. Just to make sure you have one extra.
Yeah. But you did, yeah. You got bombs when you dropped into the well, so. It's a cane early.
Okay, well that's nice.
The sword's really nice. Glitch block. Useful later on.
Yeah. Yeah, that sword is just very comfy to have. Makes Mini Modern Cave a lot more bearable.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Bottle Vendor only has some bombs for us today, so he's not gonna be able to pick that up yet, but he's not gonna miss anything.
Yeah, we'll just see when and if he decides to come back, if there's nothing in Blindside either. Good lamp as well.
Uh-oh. So that lamp tells us we are a sword away from Aga.
Yeah, or a cape, definitely.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot. I kind of just, expect Mini Modern Cave, just South Shore. We'll see if Zen does split up the South Shore. Maybe check Agina as well, thinking, okay, it might be looking like an Agaseed already. Just making sure that it's gonna full clear the light world as efficiently as possible.
Yeah, so the only checks tstew has over zenarcane at this point is the front of escape. Well, the uncle checks. Which was the thing.
Oh, that was actually the Eastern Compass. I should probably pay attention to that and see what compasses we already have. That's actually pretty useful information as well.
Yeah, now the Eastern boss is still bow-locked because of the Igor.
Yeah, the normal enemies aren't shuffled, so it's not that we can actually complete Eastern without the bow. But it could still be something like Cold Stare, I feel.
Yeah, perfectly standard for my runners here, going to South Shore. He still hasn't tried to make any super odd play yet, seeing as he is the one a game behind. He might have to do something to catch up in this seed.
Yeah, I would assume that zenarcane at some point goes to escape as well, so at least tstew will be getting some time back.
Yeah.
But if tstew also has to go back to the front of escape as well, then it's not gonna be as efficient as just being a single dip the front.
That was nothing in Minimal Donkey.
Yeah, like we increased our health by 33%, which is nice. Yeah, we had a compass to Thieves Town, which is probably one of the less useful ones, like we were talking about earlier. So this is a pretty dry light world so far.
Yeah, so if we find a glove, we can go up the mountain.
Yeah.
And of course, back of escape. But yeah, this zenarcane is gonna fake flipper.
I don't mind this because we're so low on rupees. He might feel that we're pretty far away from getting to Zora anyway. So just getting the surrounding checks out of the way already is just fine. Just to at least get some sort of idea of where to go next. Because there's no real good options now. And if you do find a bow, then at least it's pretty likely that we can do Eastern.
Understandable, but yeah, he doesn't even check the island. He just goes straight here.
Yeah, you might actually walk back to Hobo from here instead of doing Hobo
Yeah.
first and then going to Zora.
Yeah. But the Skullwoods, that's always good to have because that back is fire locked.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
he's gonna check the ledge. tstew doing the same play here. Swagnet, unfortunately, not gonna be used today.
Nope. Yeah, with this rolling, I'm actually kind of surprised we don't see Hobo first, but I guess it doesn't matter too much.
And I guess it's faster to walk on this water here.
Yeah. Yeah, walking on water actually is pretty interesting because it does lock you at 2 frames or 2 pixels per frame instead of the normal walking speed. So walking on water is actually just a little bit faster than walking in the field. Okay, so tstew is gonna make up a little bit by not even checking Zora ledge.
Yeah. But we now have Eastern area, we have Agina, and we have Front of Escape. Technically back of Escape 2 if the key is in the front.
Mm-hmm. Which is not super unlikely.
So the key has to be in the first chest or in Dark Cross.
Yeah. It's 40% chance at this point.
I mean, it could be in the back as well.
Yeah, exactly. So there's 3 checks in the back, and there's 2 checks in the front, where the small key can be at this point.
So, green pendant in desert. Okay.
It's good. Good info.
Yeah, our runner's choosing to do the same. And there's our glove.
Alright. The palm map. Okay.
Ooh. zenarcane almost saving a quitting and then running out.
I think it's pretty reasonable, either choice.
Yeah,
dungeons definitely are more lucrative now, and already getting the the information on what the Eastern boss is pretty good too.
it is. That glove does open up quite a bit. Back of Escape, up the mountain. But yeah, with especially in Eastern, there's only the big key that's vanilla. The rest, oh, I did not see.
There was Mafula.
Oh,
okay.
So we're just gonna need a bow to clear this dungeon. And yeah, these runners are following each other in perfect synchronicity. A bottle, okay, with some red goo. That's always useful.
Yeah, we have plenty of survivability at this point.
Yeah, 5 hearts, red mail, potion, yeah.
Yeah, I think the opportunity cost of just dipping Eastern right now is so low that it's actually, though it was a very reasonable choice to just go in, even with the glove unlocking quite a few locations.
Yeah, and if there's nothing in here, you know you got quite a few more checks to do.
Yeah. Because it does take quite a bit to actually walk back to Eastern as well. And there's not much of a worse feeling than bailing out of the Eastern area, doing all the glove checks, and then realizing, oh, I do have to go back.
Yeah, especially when you find 2 super important items in the first 2 chests, bail out, and turns out, oh, there was a 3rd item in here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that one. If only that one showed all 3, right? That would be.
No, it doesn't show anything.
No, I know, but it would be so good.
it would be fantastic if it actually showed something, but unfortunately, no. Yeah, this lamp is bothering me a little bit because there's a couple of checks like Dark Cross and this big key chest that zenarcane is going up for, which is a little bit out of the way, but the lamp says, oh look, this is in logic, go check it.
Yeah, it does make these checks a little bit more enticing. He's not really giving anything.
Yeah, that was pretty empty.
And we'll have to see if we actually need to come back.
Yeah, we don't know if this is a Pendant or crystal yet.
Yeah, back of escape, the logical next choice.
Yeah, so far our runners are absolutely hot on heels. Hot on each other's heels.
Ah, there we go. Oh, okay. Well, I can imagine that both our runners here are not going to feel super great about having done Eastern, but again, it's so reasonable. But that's quite the load of items.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the worst feeling that these runners could get right now is, oh, the old man had your hammer.
Yeah, with anytime that you have Lamp Glove, it's actually pretty reasonable to just rescue the old man and check Spectral Cave. It's probably a worse feeling if you do find Mirror soon afterwards. But just getting that save and quit point and getting a couple of checks out of the way is actually very nice.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, thank you. It feels like tstew has caught up a little bit here, but yeah, the runners are about equal right now.
Yeah, with the uncle check, he did gain a little bit of time skipping Zora ledge, so it evens out a little bit. I must admit, I'm not terribly familiar with these two runners. These two did very well in SGL last year. I don't think either of them have like posted like NMG times or anything, so I don't really have like a frame of reference of how good their execution is. But they seem pretty even footing right here.
And it seems that we have a pendant on Hera as well. So Eastern is very likely to be a crystal at this point.
Yeah, that means very likely that we need to come back anyway.
Yeah. Now, the Thieves Town boss is already in its arena. We don't have to save any fake maidens.
Yep.
Which makes the back of Thieves Town much worse.
Yeah. It also, but considering it's MC Shuffle, it does mean that the back of Thieves Town usually has 2 or 3 items, or at least 2 items.
I think it's a small key that could be in the back, but yeah, 2 or 3 items is guaranteed.
We saw Moldorm in the Skullwoods arena, so that's already 2 easily defeatable bosses.
Yeah.
Shown.
So with this type of shuffle, we will have one of each boss at one point in the game, even if we don't have to defeat them. We also have 3 bosses that can appear twice.
It's the one map we didn't want to find. We also found a tempered sword, so like equipment-wise, we're good.
Yeah.
We just need to find actual progression now. Actually surprised that zenarcane didn't go into Thieves Town at all.
Yeah, that's at least 4 quick checks. You don't have to do the boss right now, unless you can. Well, okay, so zenarcane doesn't know about Hera being a pendant yet.
Yeah, that's true.
You never map checked. Oh, there's the hammer.
Well, okay. That probably makes it a little bit more enticing to go back and Maybe he just wants to full clear it. That's not
Yeah.
unreasonable either.
It's very possible that he was waiting for the hammer to full clear, yeah. But now when you have the smith after you, you want to turn that in at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably means that you go back to Kakariko, go into the Dark World, beat Thieves Town, and from there on out, maybe just do hammer packs, pick up purple chest, deliver that, do a Gina. That's kind of a like long-winded sequence for now. It might change depending on what he finds, but that does seem like a pretty standard sequence. That mirror probably changes things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty good rides that zenarcane has hit so far.
Yeah, and he doesn't have Zora money yet. If he had, he could go catfish into Zora.
Yeah, that would not be super unreasonable either.
But yeah, unfortunately, we only have a part and Thieves Town are crystals. We only have 2 more checks if he goes. He's going back. Wow. Okay, so this smith has gone all the way to Hype Cave and then all the way back.
Yeah, that's. I guess this is a little faster than.
It's faster, and you don't often K45.
Yeah, exactly. I guess you don't really need that with red metal.
And yeah, okay, this dungeon. I didn't manage to catch what was the boss in Thieves Town there.
Oh, I didn't see that either.
Yeah, at least do very quickly do the map check.
Yeah, it helps if you're the one doing the input and knowing exactly where you need to look.
yeah. And knowing when to look as well. Okay, I understand why he is doing this now, because he has a lot of checks there. He has the smith, he has the magic bat, he has the hammer pegs.
Yeah, that's definitely a lot. Just has to be careful that he doesn't isolate purple chests or something. He might just grab that after he's done with Thieves Town.
You can just leave it outside Thieves Town and then walk out.
How does that work? Okay. I wasn't sure if like getting a crystal like completely removed purple chests or not. There are some weird shenanigans sometimes, but I'm not sure if that's like entrance related. A lot of niche cases in this game.
Okay, so it won't work if he gets a crystal and goes to rescue the maiden. The maiden doesn't exist here, so... And yeah, that's the Zora money he wanted. 4 rupees away from Zora money now, that's probably enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is going to pick up that purple chest and keep walking, ignoring Thieves Town entirely. And tstew has shown us that there's wasn't really much in there. Well, boss is 1 single rupee, so no! The first 5 checks of Thieves Town was pointless. And that's a hit on Magic Bat.
Yeah, that'll probably get checked pretty soon then as well. But that was a very clean fight on tstew's side, getting first crystal, 23 minutes?
Yeah.
Looking like he'll be getting pulse progression pretty soon as well. But yeah, at that point, the back of Thieves might be a little bit dangerous. We'll have to see if that's going to give zenarcane an advantage when he does come back. The way he's playing it so far kind of makes me feel like he's going to full clear Thieves Town.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it. And I think we had a smoky in the front, so there are 3 items in the back.
Yeah. No Akita check from zenarcane. It's probably the closest you're gonna be in a while, so it's a little surprising.
Oh, this is the mountain.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's...
Mirror, hammer, myths. You got a lot of checks up here.
Yeah, for sure. It's just so surprising to me to.
Yeah, I mean, after Eastern, zenarcane has avoided the dungeons.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if one dungeon doesn't have anything, then none of them will. But yeah, yes, there's too many choices at this point.
She's choosing not to even pick up the smith. Just go to Stumpy, get his hammer, then walk back. Yeah, don't save and quit there. I mean, it's debatable if saving and quitting to Link's house and then taking the portal is faster than just walking over.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird situation.
Yeah.
Okay, Ice Palace is crystal and Myra as well.
Yeah, Myra Ice is crystal. I mean, we only have one Pendant left to find.
Yeah.
Have it just raining down on zenarcane up on the mountain? Well, tstew is gonna find his mirror.
Well, then we'll see what tstew is going to do. If he also is going to walk all the way back and include K45. Blue cane. I'll not pick that up probably. I already have the cane.
No, that you don't pick that up. You have the cape already.
Yeah. And without the cape, you could probably just grab it before doing a potential spy cave. Huh. That's pretty good info. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, and zenarcane has the map to Hera and...
Oh wow! That's brilliant. So you might not have to come back, okay. So
that's all the pendants in the light world. Yeah. That is such a rare sight. Ether on Floating Island.
May or may not be necessary, to be determined.
That says pedestal height intensifies, yeah. But, oh look, there is our Ether to enter Turtle Rock.
He's always under the doormat.
In this case, slightly above.
Yeah.
Floating island.
In the flower pot or something. That's hanging.
But yeah, with the mirror and all these checks here, zenarcane is just going for density.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if we do see a little bit of a Turtle Rock dip. Just see how far we can get. There's actually a small chance that we don't need Fire Rod to complete Turtle Rock. It's a very, very small chance, though.
It's very tiny, and we have a Trinix somewhere.
Yeah.
But that chance is minuscule, really. It's a very slow spiral cave here from zenarcane, while tstew is gonna do the magic bat and get his cape.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bow in walking spiral cave.
That's...
Yeah, that might send zenarcane over too hard. He knows it's a red crystal. He can, if the boss permits, full clear it.
Yeah, we are running a little bit lower on unbeatable bosses. We already have seen 3 bosses that don't really require anything.
Could I blind?
Yeah, could be blind, could be Vidi, could be Armos.
Those flippers, though. Yeah, flippers means we can now enter Swamp, but we can't clear it.
Yeah. Okay.
take money. Yeah, I think zenarcane goes back up and yeah. Is this him going back to Hera?
Yeah, could be Hera, could be Turtle Rock as well. He at least wants to grab Ether, I suppose.
Yeah, but then he has to go down. Oh right, sorry, he left his portal. Never mind. And yeah, this is him picking up his Ether at least. He knows he has to go pick it up at some point.
Yeah, and depending on how deep he can go into Turtle Rock, you might just mirror out and then walk all the way back to Hera, and then combine that with Spy Cave.
Again, only having a piece of heart for us today.
Yeah, there's a lot of decent options at this point with that bow, with the flippers. I guess the flipper checks aren't really great because we only have Zora. There's no Ice Palace yet. I think Pod would be a reasonable choice. I'm not gonna go into Turtle. That's reasonable. You really don't want to get sent all the way to Laser Bridge. And then...
No, and there's always the risk of, oh, there was nothing in here, I could have just gone with this later.
These two not even checking Lumberjack.
That's a vanilla smoke. Oh right, we're all Keystone now. Duh.
Yeah.
It just looked like a key sanity key there. Usually they are browner when they're in their normal dungeon. But yeah, zenarcane is not even gonna go for the basement.
Yeah, it's a pendant, so he might not feel too inclined to spend a lot of time in a pendant when something like Pod and Thieves Town is accessible. He still has the entirety of Thieves Town accessible as well.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this is doable. Oh, right, you have the cape. Right. So, yeah, this is...
Yeah.
I don't... This might be in logic, but... yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just a hot piece.
Alright, with this... Spawn... Yeah, it's looking like Pod. In this situation, like, of course it depends on what you find in Palace of Darkness, but would you be, like, how big would you wager the chances that you would do Eastern after Pod, just to finish it off?
0.
Yeah, okay. I would be very tempted, just for that last item, but...
There is such a long way in, and it's not even a green pendant. Walking through the entirety of Eastern for a single item and a boss you don't have to kill. Nah.
Yeah, that's reasonable. These two mirrored before actually boomerang the key, so he's also not deciding not to do it.
Makes sense, makes sense. But yeah, Pod for zenarcane while Thieves is heading to the east that mountain. He might drop into Turtle Rock because he is a game behind. He has to make a play somewhere that possibly gives him the edge in the seed.
I don't think that these two necessarily has to feel very behind. Of course, there's the Eastern play, which didn't pan out, but all of his checks have been very reasonable.
Yeah, I don't mean in this seed in particular, but more that he has to win this seed, otherwise he's out. So.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. He might feel the need to change things up a little.
Well, you know, that boat might just tell him, okay,
Okay.
thanks, game, thanks.
I don't think there's a chance anybody's missing that one.
How often is there a bow in that chest?
Not that often. It's just very memorable if it does happen.
Yeah, yeah. And we don't have the compass here, so we can't check. I mean, silver arrows is very useful this early.
Yeah, it's such a convenient item to have, especially in boss shuffle when there are just a lot of bosses that you want it against. Like Vitreous Armor, like sometimes Helma. At this point with our current equipment, it's less important. But
Yeah.
You're never gonna complain about seeing it.
So 2 keys on the right side. You might just go for the big key chest. Yeah, big key chest. It's possible that this is just a small key, but you want to do this as effective as possible.
Yeah. It's a really bad feeling to drop down, get an item. Wait. No.
Well, if you walk to the... Oh, wow. So if you walk to the right and go up to the bridge chest...
Oh, you didn't check the bridge chest yet. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you get a small key from that, then the logic says that there doesn't have to be a small key in the vanilla big key chest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He wanted to avoid walking back from here, back up to go to the big key chest, which there was a small key there, so yeah. But yeah, there's gonna be a couple of items here in the back. No hovering yet because no boots for these two.
We do have the big key, so it's pretty nice to be able to do this in the loop. Not as important as it would be without the mirror, but it's still a little bit of a time save.
Oh, that's a flute.
Yeah, zenarcane definitely is hitting all the right choices today.
Yeah.
So far. But we're not done with the seed yet. We still...
Nope. But zenarcane does know where all the pendants and crystals are, so
yeah.
He might go to the mire area to... I mean, he can pop into the desert, check a couple items. Oh, there's a hookshot.
Yeah, why not?
Now we can defeat a lot of bosses, but not all of them.
Yeah, still not Trinex and Coldstar at this point, I think. Those are the only two?
Yep. Him knowing this is a crystal, not knowing what the boss is, he is still gonna go for the boss.
I think you have to.
Yeah, with that hook shot, you eliminate another boss that you can kill. So I think it makes sense for him to go here. But Tstew is heading into Turtle Rock, finding a small key.
Typical.
He might be lured all the way to the laser bridge with nothing there.
Yeah. Okay, well at least it's not too much of a time waste. Does look like he's also committing to Spike Cave or something.
Yeah, Spike Cave. This is very pure Spike Cave here.
Yeah, just wondering if he also does do Hera now, but
I mean he already entered Hera and did the 2 checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do a tile room in Hera for Pendant the rest. You want your hookshot first so that you can just skip that.
Oh, this is not gonna be enough. These two. No. Okay, well. Maybe that track is just gonna be dead to Thieves 2 now. I missed
Yeah.
what the boss was, but it probably was Cold or Tranix.
It was Cold Star.
Right. Okay, so that at least gives us some information on Pyramid Fairy. On what it is not, at least.
Yeah, Firewall cannot be there.
Oh, could be, but then we would need bombos.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, this looks like Thieves Town playrooms and Arcane. Oh, right, activate flute. Duh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Paw definitely makes sense in Thieves Choose, and we'll probably be in the same boat with checking the boss and realizing you can't do it.
That reminding us that neither of our runners have yet to do the escape sequence.
Oh yeah. We still have 3 checks there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's still a small key in there, so.
Oh, right, we didn't get them back. Okay, so we're gonna need bombos.
Of course. Yeah. Why would you not find a useless medallion? Is this one nearby as well? That would be pretty great.
Yeah, and this is the fastest way zenarcane can ever just hop into Desert Palace. Oh, right, we never checked the ledge.
Yeah. This is green pendant, so it might be a little bit more tempting to beat it if it is not boots locked.
Maybe. We don't know what the boss is yet, though.
True. True, we didn't find that compass yet, I think.
We don't have a item ticker. Yeah,
Right,
so
yeah.
no item ticker, no. So yeah. It makes it funnier when people actually check their maps and there's no boss there.
See, I can feign ignorance because I just have not had this mode yet in this tourney.
Half magic is a nice utility item to have.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we have a lot of great utility. We have great equipment, but just a lot of the... I guess it's only bombos and the 2 canes, or and the 2 rounds that we really need.
Yeah, and maybe boots.
Yeah.
So Desert only having the half magic so far. Yeah, and zenarcane is not interested in going for a boss. He has no idea what it is.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see if tstew also goes to the boss here in Pod.
I think so.
I think he does too. There's enough of bosses that can show up that it's just, oh, I can defeat this.
Yeah, especially after finding Hook.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I think he does not know that it's a Pyramid Fairy crystal though, so maybe it doesn't have as high priority for him. But I think it would be too conservative to leave.
Zenarcane, where are you headed now?
Might it finally be time for Thieves Town?
Yeah, Thieves Town.
With that Hook, Swamp Palace also completely opened up.
Yeah, you can With the correct boss, you can clear swamp at this point. Yeah. Thieves Town may be full clear.
Yeah, the amount of like great spots is definitely diminishing.
Yeah, we can't enter ice. We don't have the bombos or the fire. We can't enter Mire Run Medallion. We can't enter TR more.
Yeah, we only really have Swamp and Hookshot Cave. We have a couple of like isolated checks, like Pyramid Catfish is open, Graveyard Ledge. Like there's a couple of things that we could check, but nothing that's like super tempting, except for Swamp right now.
Swamp is a lot more tempting than Hookshot Cave, even Hookshot Cave goes. That's a long way up, and you don't want to go that far, but yeah, it's 4 checks. It's okay. But the Swamp is more dense, especially without the map and compass in there.
Yeah. And, you know, it's at least required, even if we cannot do the boss. At least gives us some information.
And zenarcane is actually full clear entities.
Yeah, definitely reasonable.
Yeah. Now, if there is something back here, especially if it's not hammerlocked, Stu is going to kick himself for not checking that up again.
Yeah, on the other hand, like the first time he was in here, he didn't even have the hammer. So at that point,
yeah,
it's.
I mean, there are 2 checks here that are not hammerlocked, so you could just go back here, clear everything except the big chest, and just hope that there wasn't anything there.
Yeah.
Now you're leaving 3 items that maybe you go back for later.
I think with MC Shuffle, you definitely have to keep it. Oh, well, there you go.
That's the bombos. We're gonna need that.
Maybe zenarcane is actually the one kicking himself right now for not doing Thieves Town before Pod.
Yeah, that bombos might be very useful, and that puts Fire Rod back on possibility for Pyramid
Fairy. Yeah, definitely. You're right though, that these 2 might not come back to that for a while. When something like Swamp is open, it might take a bit.
Hookshot Cave is open. He might find a Fire Rod there, and then, oh look, I got a lot of other things that are open.
Yeah.
What do I have here? Just arrows. So yeah, it would have been fine. It would have been fine for Kissy to just walk here.
Yeah, it's just so easy to say in hindsight.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Alright.
So, zenarcane knows that bombos is required for Mire, so he's feeling happy about having gone back here. Because you had to at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Question is, where do you go after this? Do you just go back and clear Pod? Because you can. Because that gives you 3 checks on the pyramid. You can do Proper Escape at the same time.
Yeah, it would probably be the most efficient way to do things. I also wouldn't mind going to either Swamp or Ice at this point though.
Yeah. Yep, that is the second crystal for... No, first crystal for something.
Yeah, after the early accessible Thieves Town, we didn't really have a chance to complete any other crystals. All of the Pendant bosses. Well, we don't know what is in Harrow or Desert, but like at least the dungeons seem to be completable. But yeah, until we found Bombos, all the other dungeons were pretty locked by something. Things go pretty hard in this mode from what I've seen though. Like, once you find a couple of items, you just keep clearing dungeons and then find the rest.
Yeah. That fire rod is locking a lot.
Yeah, exactly. It was like either Bombos or Fire Rod was just gonna lock 3 or 4 dungeons at this point. And for all zenarcane knows, maybe he's not even gonna need the Ice Rod, and then suddenly Fire Rod go mode.
He's still doing the same as zenarcane, just popping into desert, getting his out magic, and leaving the boss. This might be swamp play from Thieves Town.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's nothing else in the area that you can do, so definitely checks out.
For his sake, he really hopes that there's a fire rod or boots in here for him.
Yeah, either would be pretty good. Of course, both of them will also lead him away from the Bombos in Thieves Town. So either you hope that there's just nothing at all, or maybe like something in a very obscure place, and then you would want zenarcane to go to the Bombos locked locations and just full clear them when it's tstew's go mode or something. But at this point, tstew's like, it's hard to say like he's really behind because both have the same amount of crystals and the same amount of like dungeon parts done. But that Bombos can be a real linchpin in the outcome of this race.
I agree with zenarcane's routing here. Doing these 2 checks, they will be very out of the way otherwise, and clearing them out now is good. That's a big key for Thieves, so 2 items in the left side.
Extra bottle is definitely nice.
I believe that means there are only items left for Thieves in.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so this is ice play for zenarcane.
Yeah, it probably makes a little bit more sense than Swamp. He did find the ice compass, so at least he can check the boss.
Yeah, and he has the glitch cane, so this is a very fast dungeon.
Yeah.
Now, Thieves does not have the compass to Swamp here, so he has no idea what the boss is.
No. I do think that in this case, especially considering it's MC Shuffle, I would do left side first.
Yeah. Because you don't want to get locked into that boss room and, oh, I can't defeat this, and then have to mirror back and then go back, and then go back a 3rd time to actually clear the dungeon.
Yeah, tons of new checks coming up.
And yeah, this is left side. Very nice there from zenarcane.
Yeah, definitely. Very good.
Please go follow these runners. They are putting on a fantastic show for us here today, as they are finding new and exciting items for us. Well, small key, not so much new, but we're
That's
gonna
what
need
I'm
that.
saying.
It's still very possible that we might need a ice rod as well, so we're still not that close to go mode, but we're getting there.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Well, there's always a sword in swamp.
It's a lot more useful to have it. Alright.
Gold sword and gold shield.
I definitely put a lot higher praise on Gold Sword in something like Randomizer or Boss Shuffle, just because the situations are a lot less comfortable.
Yeah.
Because if we are going to have a Trinex on ice, then the difference between Gold Sword and Tempered Sword is a lot bigger than it would ever be otherwise.
Yeah, I think that's the only that's one of the very few bosses where you actually want the gold sword over another sword. Ganon, okay, maybe, but
Yeah.
a Trinex on ice, yeah, you really want that gold sword.
Yeah, just with vanilla enemies or bosses, then the difference is so marginal. But there are just a couple situations, like also Vitreous, where not having to deal with basic shenanigans just helps out so much. We didn't find anything in ice, I feel.
No,
And I don't think that zenarcane actually checked the boss either, so
I don't think he did.
that's not gonna matter.
Okay, blind, yeah, that's fine. We have red mail, these don't do that much damage.
Yeah, the fire shield actually is quite the MVP as well.
Yeah, that helps out a lot in this one. And Landmo in this one.
Alright.
With silver.
No duplicates yet.
Nope. Which makes me even more worried where that Trinex is hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Chat keeping score here that Ice Trinex is now at a 36% chance.
Those are the odds we always wanted. Okay, zenarcane just keeping up with the Bombos follow.
Yeah. Again, makes perfect sense. You want to follow that item because he knows it is very possible that he still didn't do the back of Thieves Town.
Yeah.
Even if you have the hammer, that is a time investment, and you don't always want to do that. And yeah, he is going up for Hookshot Cane.
It's a little funny that he keeps checking when he doesn't have the compass, but when he does have the compass, he's just like, nah, I'm just gonna fall into the ice box. Yeah, meanwhile, tstew is going to Hookshot Cave, which is pretty reasonable. It's 4 items. Yeah. He's not gonna have a lot of great options left, so he might actually be guided back towards the back of Thieves Town pretty soon. But there's also a chance he's just gonna do a couple of like awkward overworld checks like Pyramid Catfish, Zora, that are going to be a little bit of a time sink.
Okay, what do you have for us today?
Oh, so many 10 arrow packs.
Mr. Harrow.
Oh, okay. That probably leads him back in there. Well, nothing really important.
No. And just 2 small keys in the first 2 checks here for zenarcane. There are only 4 items in Meyer.
Yeah.
Now, do you run the risk of going to this boss and it turns out it's Trinex?
In Mario, yeah, probably. At this point, I think you have to commit. There's only one boss that you can't do. Okay, I'm a little surprised that tstew is not at least grabbing the big key.
tstew never picked up that small key. His boomerang didn't recharge it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's why he's doing this, I guess. Oh boy, can't even beat this. Just one item. Yeah, that's a little rough.
That's very rough. Yeah, that Bombos is really messing up tstew's routing here.
Yeah.
So
that's first duplicate, by the way.
He's going back to spiking.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Back with more hearts and double the magic. Okay. It's just a little scary. Alright, what now?
So far, nothing in Meyer. But yeah, tstew is getting funnel escape.
Oh yeah, that's still open as well. It's so awkward that tstew is his best option is to like double dip back to escape while zenarcane just hasn't been to the front at all yet. It just feels so unfair. Yeah, zenarcane's route has definitely worked out super well. And like just have to praise his efficiency as well. Like kind of banking on Hammer maybe being early in the Dark World and leaving the entirety of Thieves Town just so he's not tempted to just go straight to the boss and leave the back behind. And that's
the fire rod.
Alright, well...
I sort of go mode.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Possibly. We don't even know if we need it. We don't know if we need the boots either. So there's something to be said to just still be thorough and keep looking for things. Especially with Trinex still being in a couple potential spots.
There are 2 potential spots for Trinex in GT, and we haven't seen any Trinex, neither on compass checks or defeating them, so it's seeming more and more likely that we're gonna have a Trinex that we have to beat.
Yeah, and it could be here, it could be in Total Rock as well.
Oh yeah, so if Trinex is not in Desert, then it's guaranteed that we have to fight one.
Oh, yeah, well, unless it's like in...
unless it's on ice and the big key is behind it.
Yeah.
That's the only way we're not going to fight a Trinex at that point. So I don't see anything new for tstew in the front of escape, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, best bet for tstew at this point would probably be that ice rod's in here, right? Maybe boots.
Yeah, boots or ice rod.
Yeah. Oh well, there you have it. Okay, so we're not in go mode yet.
Okay. Yeah, having to mirror out from 2 boss arenas in MC Shuffle isn't effective.
No, and I also feel it's not super uncommon.
Yeah, this has to be the swap play from Zen.
Yeah, likely? Definitely. Okay, so zenarcane is doing swamp here.
Yeah, and tstew is finally getting funneled back into Thieves Town.
Yeah. Okay. He'll be a little bit behind at this point, definitely. He's done a lot of overworld checks that zenarcane might not get to, depending on whatever is in Tournament, for example. Or in the back of Skullwoods.
Yeah, we're an hour and 5 into this seed, and we only have 2 crystals each.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not a great feeling or anything. But I don't think that either runner really can complain about the way the seed went.
Yeah, it is odd, I agree, chat, that zenarcane knows that Thieves Town and Pod are the red crystals, but he's avoiding going back to Pod, despite being able to clear it.
Yeah, I probably personally would have done Pod before Swamp and then combined with Pyramid Fairy. I think that he might feel like too forced to do Eastern after Pod as well, just to combine the two. So maybe he's mentally linking them together and doesn't want to commit to Eastern.
Yeah, but why would you go in? You know you only need one item. You need the Ice Rod. Once you've cleared Pod, you have the 2 checks in Pyramid Fairy. You can mirror over and do the entire front of Escape. You can go up to Catfish and Zora. There's just so many more checks that you can do rather than go through Eastern again.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
How was that switch triggered like that?
I definitely missed what was happening. I went to reading chat.
Did tstew go back around a second time? Yeah, because he has bombos. So he walked back down for another go.
Interesting.
Zenarcane is skipping left side swamp.
Yeah, that's not... Like you were saying, he only needs one item, so maybe he does feel like he can be a little bit more aggressive now with clearing the dungeons.
And now, this is what I expected zenarcane to do. The moment tstew gets his bombos, he is sprinting back to Pod.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
So yeah, if the Ice Rod is either in Pod or in somewhere after Pod, I think tstew just caught up.
Still a little close. Like zenarcane definitely already has the everything in Mire cleared, and he's gonna need tstew needs to find the fire rod in Mire first as well before he can actually start go moding things.
Yeah.
So there's even if the ice rod's behind Pod, might still take a bit, and tstew might do ice before Mire as well.
tstew, what check did you skip here?
Harmless Hallway. It had a small key.
Oh,
but he doesn't have any small keys, so something went wrong here.
Yeah, because he can't go here. He'll be locked. He needs a key to go.
Oh, maybe he skipped Stalfo's drop down. Oh, he has been to the ball. Never mind. Good morning, everybody. Yeah.
Okay, he's already been to the boss. That makes sense. Then. Yeah, he's already opened this door. Yeah, so he has a key left in Harvest Hallway. Yeah, that makes sense. But zenarcane is going back in for the slow doing of left side swamp, which makes sense for him because he is in one item go mode. Doing the back first is faster if you find your go mode item back there.
Yeah.
And here's a funny thing, if you hit those puffs into the spikes, they take spike damage.
Yeah, which is the same as Gold Sword. So it's not gonna be a huge boost for this, but yeah. Definitely.
Just the compass.
Oh, that's such good information for these two.
That will be
Wow.
such a big information advantage for these
Yeah, okay, that definitely, like, together with the extra left sides check for zenarcane, this is slowly getting more and more even.
Yeah, I'd say that. I think we're down to at least within the realm of possibility of GT routing at this point, within time.
Mm-hmm.
And T2 is heading to ice.
Yeah. I don't think there is much of a world where these two would ever go mode ice, so it's not going to be a huge detrimental factor.
Yep. Okay, zenarcane, where are you heading?
Okay, finally going for the pop check.
Yeah. What I am surprised about is that T2 is going ice powers before doing the pyramid fairy chain.
Yeah, I think this is the point where Tishu just feels he needs to complete dungeons and
and
that it's like, I'm gonna need to do this anyway, so I might as well do this before overworld checks.
For zenarcane, it makes a lot more sense because he has so many more checks to do in that area.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is down to who finds that ice rod first, and T2 is currently clearing things that zenarcane already has cleared.
Yeah. Just gonna retrace each other steps now.
Yeah. So, I know chat wants this, I know neither of the runners wants this, but we have 3 pendant crystals in the light world, 2 of which we can now clear.
Yep. Yeah, that would definitely be the icing on top of this cake.
Yeah. We don't know what boss is in desert, but we've already seen Trinex once, so it is unlikely it is in the desert boss room.
Very true. Our resident stats guy in chat probably knows the chance of it being Trinex in desert.
I think it's the same as ice room now, and I think that was 10% last time I checked.
So not a huge chance. Insult to injury for zenarcane. Like, personally, I feel the worst part about this seed is that we haven't found boots yet.
Yeah. Big shout out to our tracker, Curling Critter, for keeping all of these items tracked for us. We would not be doing as good of a job without you, because we don't remember where we found all of these things.
Yeah, huge shout outs. Okay, so we're gonna get something new from zenarcane here. It's very likely that this will be Pyramid Fairy. And I think he would feel obliged to at least don't mirror tstew, I swear. Go to a different item, please. Okay. Anyway, I think zenarcane would do escape with this. If Ice Rod is not in Pyramid Fairy, of course.
I mean, duh. Or, you know, just sitting there on Pyramid Ledge waiting.
Nobody's ever found their go mode on Pyramid Ledge. Preposterous.
Or, you know, the boots could just sit here. Well, it was red. Yeah, tstew is gonna go for Meyer.
Yeah. Okay.
Pyramid Fairy bust.
And there it is.
This is the fastest way you can ever do these checks with zenarcane, and it's time for him to do them. So yeah, tstew is catching up. He knows this is Trinex.
Oh, he's
failing? No, he leaves immediately.
Okay, that's a little greedy.
There's 4 items in there. So here's the problem. He's not gonna go back until he has Ice Rod and Fire Rod. Which he can't because the Fire Rod is in there.
Yeah, like there's just such a big chance that like either of the 2 items is in there. Well, of course, like we know one of them is, but like we're gonna. It's pretty reasonable to do Pyramid Fairy, but yeah, I don't know. You guess you're gonna need to find the big key anyway. Yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah, I don't agree with that play, because you still need 2 items for go mode.
I would just like to hear his reasoning on it. Like there might be some good rationale for it.
If you were 1 item go mode, that's more likely to just skip out on it, but 2 item, nah. So yeah, one thing we haven't checked up on lately is that Turtle Rock is now probably full clearable.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, zenarcane definitely has Skullwits and Turtle Rock open, so that makes these checks a little bit like awkward in a way, but it also makes sense that he does want to get it out of the way at least.
Yeah. Hour 20 already. This has been a very, very slow seed. No boots, late flute, and just running all around the world because bosses can't be beaten.
Yeah, the double dips of dungeons definitely hurt most. The lack of information.
Yeah. zenarcane is not going to feel happy about not finding anything in Escape. And he's floating away.
Yeah, not even checking catfish. Okay.
Okay, this is Turtle Rock play.
Turtle Rock before Skullwoods, though. Wait, did he do Skullwoods?
Yeah, he did the front
yeah.
and middle, so he only has two checks left. I think he wants to find the book before he goes there, just in case it's the worst scene ever. These two is stocking up on potions.
Can't hurt to be safe, I suppose. Sometimes just knowing that you have a safety makes you play a lot more confidently.
Yeah. Now, catfish is very important here, because zenarcane is not gonna go back to catfish for a very long time.
Oh yeah.
This is the ice rod. We have a race. And he still has far fewer checks left to do. Oops.
Lots of big 20s.
Yeah.
So he hasn't
yes,
checked
also
Zora
Zora.
Ledge yet, so at least checking Zora as well.
Yeah. Now, I think Zora is easier for zenarcane to go do, because you can float to 8.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be pretty rough if Thieves decides to chase Pendants after all this, instead of going back to Mire.
Yeah, zenarcane is entering that work. But just a small rebate from... and this is not even picking it up. Now, where do you go next, Tistu? You don't think you have many checks left. Yeah,
Okay.
This is Mire again.
Yeah, in that case, it makes a certain modicum of sense to just do a couple of things that, like, definitely could have a chance of having one of the two routes. And that zenarcane was likely to do as well. Just kind of hedge your bets and make sure that you are getting go mode here.
Yeah, that was Armos Knights in PR, so fully clearable dungeon. We have a lot of checks in here.
Yeah. Yeah, most of them will be in the back. We know that there is a boomerang in here.
Yeah, and oh my god, I just realized. So, how would you say about GT Big Key on Torch and Boots on Head?
Nah. I think the Rudders have suffered enough by now.
Yeah, but Shep wants that. This room trolling zenarcane a bit.
Sometimes chumps don't really cooperate. Yeah, a bit of a weird block placement that didn't help.
So yeah, some new checks here in Turtle Rock for zenarcane, while Twisty is soon firing a fire rod.
Yeah, at that point, Tissue will probably just be following suit. Maybe he does do Skullwoods first.
Maybe. Ooh, Vanilla Biggie. If we have no small keys, that means we have one small key left to find. And then there's a bunch of checks on Basic Bridge. And Mimic Cave.
Yeah, I think there's 5 items. 2 keys,
okay.
and a Mimic Cave as well.
So, when you're in one item go mode, you go in and check the big chest first before you do Mimic Cave. It takes the same amount of time, but if the item is in that chest, you don't have to do this.
It's a little bit faster to do Mimic Cave first. And if you're assuming that it's not in here. But it definitely makes sense to do big chest first. But it is a little slower.
It is slightly slow because you have to go back out again.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the only time miss you have, and if the item's already there, you save maybe 20-30 seconds. Wow, that roller really didn't like him. Please do getting his fire rod. And knowing about Trinex, he is now saving about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes on zenarcane for not going down Mire to the boss.
Yeah, zenarcane still is a little bit ahead, just because of like being so far into the rock already.
But this is the Skullwoods play, and I like it.
Yeah, for sure.
Very nice swap there to normal arrows because less level. Yeah, with Mirror Shield we don't have to worry about these lasers.
Oh yeah, love to see it.
A little bit careful here. Okay,
Alright.
so the boss has an item.
Yeah.
There's not many places left. There's the bosses in Eastern and Desert, and there's 2 checks left in Hera for T-Stew.
Yep. And then Green Pendants.
Green Pendant, Turn-In, Ped. What else do we have?
Good push.
I don't think we have that much left. Yeah, TR absolutely nothing except the crystal.
Shovel.
Wow! A fetch quest. And yeah, this is zenarcane going to Hera.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You're up here anyway? Oh, right. Moldorm doesn't like this floor. At all.
Hey, just a little seasick. Oh,
And there's the ice rod on Moldorm. T-Stew is in go mode.
Oh no! Well, yeah. It's a little awkward. Yeah, zenarcane is going to take the long way as well for her getting the big key. Oh, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah. What can you do?
Yeah, I mean, T-Stew found the fire and thought, hey, let's follow this. Now, T-Stew still has to go through all of Turtle Rock. He still needs the big key, he still needs his small keys, so there's not that much time saved there. If zenarcane does this now and then immediately goes to Skullwoods,
it's gonna be close.
It's gonna be closer. But yeah, Thieves is in the driver's seat right now. That much is for certain. And if zenarcane doesn't go to Skullwoods, then I'm questioning here a little bit then. Because it is a full clearable crystal. Now, I don't blame him for doing Hera when he's up here, because right now, this is the fastest way you're gonna do Hera.
Yeah, for sure.
I think T2 has maybe a little bit of a mountain climb ahead at this point.
Yeah, assuming that zenarcane goes straight to Skullwoods after this. Yeah, something like that. It kind of depends on how he routes Turtle Rock. Was there? I mean, he does have to do the big chest anyway, because the big key was in the other chest.
Now, we could still have boots.
Maybe that map will remind zenarcane of Skullwoods. Yeah, if boots were in Hera, then it would have possibly switched around, like, back into the other direction, but... Oh no.
Double.
Oh, it's a show. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's reasonable. We found out in Turtle Rock, might as well follow up on it. These are costly seconds.
Yeah, quick try next kill there. Yeah, he doesn't need
No.
compass assist by now. No, this is
He's
Eastern.
just committing to pet at this point.
Yeah, he's committed to pet, and he is going to be so. I mean, okay, so does he do desert first? Then I think he has to.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume so. Yeah, it's so easy to just mentally check off a location really early, being like, okay, if it's here, I lost. But usually that's not the case until like a long time. Sometimes you can just like delay things a little bit and still be fine if you come back within a reasonable time. But that's the hard part of Rando. It's when do you actually need to come back to that spot and actually do it? It's yeah.
So the only out here for zenarcane is if he finds his boots, and the boots are and the big key in GT is on the torch.
Yeah,
that is his only out at this point.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Like, T2 is more than good enough to not implode in any other situation. But on the plus side, not for zenarcane, but for all the viewers, it does mean that we're going to get a game free. And that's just more rando is good.
If our tracker is correct here, and I think he is, that game is scheduled for 3 PM today.
So the runners will be able to get a little bit of a break, 2 hours, and then go back at it. I don't know what the likely mode is going to be. I'm not sure what the runners had in game 1.
So I believe they have, when they rolled this seed, they had 4 inverted, 2 open, and 1 keys left.
Okay, so likely inverted keys then.
Very unlikely inverted keys then.
Well, that should be a great match to watch then.
Well, I think it's a 50% chance of inverted keys then.
Yeah, that checks out. But some cards would probably go back into the pool, right? But I don't know which one.
Not in heads up.
Oh, okay.
It depends on what seeds you have yourself played up until now. So it can change based on matchup, but if it's the same matchup, it's the same possibility. Oh no! He's just skipping the lava chest.
Go back! Oh no. You don't have the big key yet. Well, okay. At least it's so easy to forget what you already got the first time around.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He has been in here before. He might think he has the big key already because he's going for that big key chest. But the big chest. But yeah, zenarcane is getting his third pendant.
At least he'll be able to go to the big key chest and then just mirror back to the middle.
That is our second blind, so that is our second double, boss.
Okay. Chance of ice Trinex are minimal now.
Yeah, they are quite minimal now. So we have Argus, we have Vitreous, that we haven't seen at all.
Yeah, Argus and Vitreous are around there. Oh, yeah, are around there in GT.
Yeah, and these two could actually use his mirror there back, which is big heads up play that you can actually do that.
Yeah, good way to minimize the time loss.
Yeah, zenarcane is going to check the green pendant first. Oh, vanilla boots. That would be horrible.
Don't do it. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna get a ped pull here. Ped hype in chat.
I don't know if zenarcane is... Yeah, he's gonna go into Skullwoods first.
Okay.
So you might not even get to see what was on ped.
Depends on what he does first.
Yeah.
It might be just him opening up the back and then go for ped first and then hopping into the dungeon.
Yeah, very possibly.
Yeah, and I agree with chat here. The only way you feel ahead at this point is if boots are on ped and boots are required. You are 138 into this seed. You feel behind no matter what. But no, he is gonna go for the boss, and he is gonna feel. He's gonna do which just first. So, we have 22 checks in Ganon's Tower where our big key can be found. Please put a number in chat between 1 and 22. Where you think that might be? My guess is 1.
14. The slow walk towards GT. The suspense is real.
Yeah. I mean, if you see that key on the bit on the touch, you're just gonna clear the rest of GT for that boots.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, there's no way you don't.
No.
Yeah.
And he is checking it first. Are we in go mode?
We are.
We are.
Not logically.
No. Zenarcane is
No!
not
Go
gonna
on! Zenarcane! We need to know!
We'll know in the credits. We'll know in the credits what's there.
Tragic.
But yeah, at this point, Zenarcane feels behind.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
look, there's the boots.
Alright, so we at least got to play the game for a little under 10 minutes. It's, even if it's not gonna save a lot of time in Gan's Tower itself, it at least feels so much more comfortable being able to do the strats that you always do with the boots,
Yeah.
and not having to adjust for it being bootless.
Zenarcane sprinting towards my boss here. 8, 9, 10. Number 10 has our big Q today.
Congrats to...
Our tracker, Colin Critter. Congratulations, you win 2 internet points that you can use absolutely nowhere.
GG. Oh, nice usage of the cape here. Sadly... Oh, not a double bonk? Yeah, it's The switch hitbox actually is deceptively big, and it's really easy to bonk on. But Tstew has a couple of potions, so...
Yeah, I think he has 2 blue potions in his bottle, so he should be very safe. And yeah, red mail, gold sword, gold shield, silvers. This is as safe as you are ever going to be in one of these seeds in terms of gear.
Yeah, definitely. We found so much so early as well, and it's been... Equipment-wise, it's been a very comfy seed. It's just a shame that a lot of the boss killing items were pretty convoluted.
Yeah, especially that fire rod being so deep.
Oh no!
Yeah, stationary eye, worst eye.
Still managed to get the 0 socket though, so that's it's not too bad. Plenty of arrows left.
Yeah. And this does mean that we have an Argus on ice down here. Because Argus cannot
Awesome.
be in the battle arena.
Alright, so the last duplicate's gonna be on top, which could be... anything. No, not
I mean,
anything. Could be
anything
Helma.
that,
Helma or
anything
Moth?
that can be. Moth can be there. Helma Sword can be there.
And Moldorm, I guess. Would make sense. Would make sense.
I believe those are the only 3 that can be there. When it's duplicate.
Yeah, because Cold Start could be there, but we already have seen 2 of those.
Yeah. He got the key. I got the key.
Yeah, I was a little worried about that as well. And okay, that's
That's
probably-
annoying.
It's definitely the worst of the possible.
Oh, definitely. I'm gonna do some bomb start here first.
Yeah, yeah.
We knocked out. Yeah. zenarcane is at least gonna enter GT. But yeah, tstew is already way, way, way ahead.
Yeah, and
yeah, we're going over to
Helma
Hamlet.
can cause a couple of falls and lose a little bit of time.
Yeah,
but it's probably not going to be a whole climb of falls.
No. I mean, eventually you'll get tired and just try to hover ride.
I don't know if these 2 can hover, so I can't really attest to that.
Yeah, Helma is not fun in this arena at all. Because you keep getting being shoved off when you're trying to get this hammer hits in. But yeah, I think zenarcane is going for the same route that tstew did.
Mm-hmm. Okay, at least no more fireballs. So that's the mask. 1 hit, 2 hits, and we go down. Okay, good. zenarcane, seeing that he can actually dash around as well. Some relief. There's just 2 bosses left on tstew's side.
Yeah, and these are not randomized.
I really think they should be. That would be pretty great.
I don't think we can have Aga in any other arena than this.
Yeah, I think it has to do with, like, their death being linked to cutscenes or something. But it would be cool if it were possible. Try next up on Aga 2 Arena.
zenarcane gets his big key and will start his climb, but yeah, 1 GT climb behind is unfortunately too far at this point. You have to fall to Ganon like 3 times.
Yeah, it's definitely an amount greater than 1.
Yeah, and I mean, you're 1 hour 47 into the seed. You are gonna expect your opponent to finish soon.
Oh yeah, I assumed at this point they are like glued to the race time screen. I know I would be.
I would be the opposite of as soon as I enter GT, I remove that and I just finish the seed no matter what. I don't want that stress.
Yeah. That's probably the smart thing to do.
Easy 1-1 with the butter soul.
Yeah. Just a couple of warps. Sadly, that's to be expected.
Oh no, silver.
Almost got hit there. It would have been a nice double or triple. We're gonna need to. Oh, is he gonna get it? No. I need a relight. Oh, he got the Phantom Torch as well. That's brilliant.
But that's hit number 4. We just need to wait for our to raise our sword. And get your GDs in chat for tstew for equaling this series up 1-1 and forcing a game 3 between our runners. GG.
Which will be in just under 2 hours. Yeah, huge GGs. That was a great show. Yeah, it really felt like the lead changed, like every couple moments.
Zenarcane felt ahead for quite a bit there, but that ice rod placement and Zenarcane's idea that he was gonna go for peg really put him behind.
Yeah, it definitely would have been
Yeah, I mean,
quite
if he had
race
gone,
otherwise.
if he had gone to Skullwoods instead of going to those Pendant dungeons, yeah, it would have been much closer. And hello, we have a tstew in here, GG.
Thanks for the GGs.
So yeah, that seed was horrible.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
So yeah,
oh, go ahead, sorry.
first starting out, fully understandable you doing Thieves Town and not going to the back without the hammer.
Yeah, that's just way too risky that early in the game. With it being boss shuffle, there's no way I'm going to the back that early.
Yeah, especially with the small key being that like in the front, and then knowing that you're gonna leave an item behind in that case. At least you went back like relatively soon. I don't think you had like a lot of other good options left.
No, I think at that point I was down to like the Pendant dungeons and like overworld cleanup that I was gonna do right after.
Yeah, so the one thing that got you ahead again, because you were a bit behind, was that ice rod. Zenarcane was looking for that ice rod for maybe half an hour?
Probably a little bit less than that, but the thing that put him behind was going to Turtle Rock before Skullwoods. And after that, he kind of cleared up the dependents and just left Skullwoods for a while. And you rushed there after finding your fire rod in Mire, which I have a question about as well, by the way. After like you saw that Trinex was in Mire, you decided to just bail out and do like the remainder of your overworld checks. Was there a particular reason for that? Did you just assume that there wasn't going to be anything in there, or did you just want to hedge your bets and feel that those checks were things that zenarcane might have done earlier?
I just felt like there was a pretty good chance they were gonna have something, and I didn't really want to double dip Meyer, but we had to, so ended up not being the best play then.
Yeah, okay. I figured you would have had like at least a solid reason for that. I was just a little bit curious to at least look for the big key first or something. But yeah, it's pretty reasonable. But at least you went back after like pretty soon and didn't like commit to not going in there, which would have been pretty easy to do as well.
Yeah, like that was like I had enough items on that path where it like wasn't a bad play to do that first, but doing any of the pendants were just gonna be really slow. So just go to the densest area at that point.
Yeah. Were you worried at all that there were a sequence of routes that may have led zenarcane to not have to like double dip pod, for example, because of like cold stare and bombos?
Yeah, if you decided to rust back at Thieves, but I wasn't really thinking. I was thinking that you could do it, but most likely you wouldn't do it.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, while we're talking, zenarcane is finishing up the seed with his Ganon fight.
It was a very sleek torch glitch to basically get 3 hits in there in a row. Yeah, definitely put your GGs in chat for zenarcane as well. Put up a great show. And yeah, we're gonna get a race free in just a couple of hours, right?
Yep, about 2 hours from now.
And we have zenarcane in chat here, GG's. Wait, gonna let him sort his mic out. Yeah. So you have, I think you have a 50-50 chance of getting inverted in that last seed. If I saw the bot correctly.
Yeah, it was 4 out of 9 for inverted keys.
Yeah, for this seed, and now you have one less, so that's 4 out of 8. Yeah, zenarcane, we can unfortunately not hear you yet.
I had my card muted. GG's tstew.
That explains.
GG's then.
GG.
Yeah, so I guess we don't really need to like touch on exactly what happened. Like, maybe the two of you probably talked it over a little bit as well.
Yeah, just quickly, what made you just say no to Skullwood's back?
For me, I got the 3 items out of the front. I just was like, there's only 1 item back there. What could it ever be? You know. And then there was so much else available at that point, so I'll just go clear all that. I think the biggest mistake there was actually dipping Skullwoods, because if I would have gone in there with all 4 items left, I would have been more likely to full clear.
Yeah. So you were a little bit ahead most of the seed. Specifically, you went for that hammer early, so you only dipped Thieves Town once. You got to do things ahead of time, and unfortunately, Cold Stare decided to. Well, Cold Stare and Trinix decided that Fire Rod was very important, and Ice Rod.
Yeah, I mean, I like tstew is a fantastic racer, so I knew I had to try and make some calls to try and get ahead a little bit. That's why, like towards the end, especially before I went to Skullwoods, I went and cleared the pendants. I was thinking in my head, I need to do something that I don't think he's gonna do to try and get an edge.
That's fine. And yeah, we have been running over here a little bit, I think. So we are gonna wrap it up here. Do you have any last words to say before we wrap up and you prepare for your next bout?
Just thank you again for calming in the restream, tracking and everything, and GG's again, tstew.
Yep, GG's again, Zen. See you in 2 hours.
See you in a couple hours.
Yeah, rest up, and thank you for the great show.
Yeah. Thank you to our runners. Their links are in chat. Thank you to our tracker. Critical something. Sorry, I can't remember your name. I don't have it in front of me. Colin Critter. That was it. That's it. No, there was a C in there. And huge thanks for Ariel for jumping in last second calling this. I don't think I could have lost 2 hours on my own. So big thanks, and I'm gonna let you take us out.
Yeah, no worries. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me. But yeah, be sure to tune in on any of the other speed gaming races that are going on. It's a huge tourney. There's tons of races. Halfway through the round of 64, so there'll still be more coming up. But again, thanks so much for coming as well, Titan. Thanks so much to the racers, to our tracker, and we'll see you around. Have a good one.